Once upon a time, in a world of shadows and whispers, witches lurked at the edges of every story. But have you ever wondered, why? Why are witches so often cast as villains in the fairy tales we grew up with? To answer this, we need to go back, way back, to the origins of these stories. Fairy tales weren't always the light-hearted bedtime stories we know today. They were dark, grim, and full of warnings. And witches? They became the perfect symbol of danger and evil. But why witches? Why not a cunning thief or a ruthless king? Let's uncover the truth. In medieval Europe, the fear of witches was very real. Superstition ruled the day, and accusations of witchcraft could be a death sentence. Women who defied societal norms, the healers, the midwives, the independent thinkers, were often labeled as witches. This fear seeped into the stories parents told their children. Witches became a metaphor for the unknown, the forbidden, the dangerous. Take the Brothers Grimm. Their tales are full of witches, the evil stepmother in Snow White, the candy house witch in Hansel and Gretel. These characters weren't just scary, they were cautionary. They warned children to obey their parents, avoid strangers, and stay on the right path. As the centuries passed, witches in fairy tales evolved. They became more fantastical and less tied to real-life fears. But even then, they were still villains. Think of Disney's iconic Evil Queen or Maleficent. These characters were designed to be larger-than-life embodiments of jealousy, vanity, and greed. But here's the twist. Modern scholars are re-examining witches. What if these so-called villains were just misunderstood? What if they were symbols of resistance against oppressive systems? Today, witches are being reclaimed as icons of power and independence. From Hermione Granger to Sabrina Spellman, witches aren't just villains anymore. They're heroes, too. So, next time you hear a fairy tale with a wicked witch, remember, every story has two sides. And maybe, just maybe, the witch wasn't the real villain after all. What do you think? Were witches truly evil, or just misunderstood? Let us know in the comments.